Guys, in today's video, we're going to be breaking down the worst club situations for CONCACAF players. And before we get into this, I'm going to ask you guys to nominate your worst club situation down below in the comments. And if you guys want to see more videos covering CONCACAF, make sure you are subscribed to both DeadBall TV and Elijah's channel. The information will be in the description. Elijah, you're the guest. I'm going to let you go first. Let's start from the bottom. So
Okay.
if you got top 5, let's start at 5. If you got top 7, honorable mentions, I believe you said beforehand.
Yes, sir.
Let's do some honorable mentions, and then we can go band for band in the top 5.
Sounds good. Okay, I got 2 honorable mentions, kind of, sort of. You'll see what I mean. So number 1, Memo Ochoa. I just want to throw him in there. I mean, he's doing everything he can club-wise to get in the national team, and it's just not working to the point he's playing for a Cypriot club. Yeah,
Respectfully, is the alternative outside of playing in Cyprus not to just like retire? Like, what else is there to do?
yeah. I mean, it's just a lose-lose, right? There is nothing
Okay.
else to do. So this is what he's doing, and the situation he only can do is just a bad one.
He's the embodiment of the quote that you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Exactly, exactly. I mean,
Okay.
this is his own doing. Yes, like he could have stopped. I commend him for trying. It's just there is no more good club situation to be in, not even Liga MX, it seems. So that's one of
The
them.
Aaron Rodgers of CONCACAF.
We're comparing a Cypriot team to the Steelers right now, or the Jets. Is that what
Yeah.
we're doing?
I think we're comparing the greatest Mexican goalkeeper of all time to Aaron Rodgers.
It's not. It's not the worst comparison in the world, I guess.
There's
There's
something
worse.
in there.
There's worse.
Anyways, sorry, you had a second honorable mention.
Yeah, my other honorable mention is any U.S./Mexican hopeful international who still plays in their domestic league.
So 600 different players.
I had to loop them all in because none of them I can consider them in a good club situation. You know,
Mm.
the ones on the outskirts, Diego Luna, the Brian Gutierrez's, if you want to go to the Mexican side, the Jorge Sanchez's, the Gallardos, it's just all bad. If you really want to be, because what else is club football for if not to fight for a national team spot, right? So I had to give it to them. It's not a good situation for any of them until they move out. Yes, those are my 2 honorable mentions to encompass the entire U.S./Mexican population.
Okay. I'm
Mhm.
going to jump in here because I had one that goes along well with that nicely.
Okay.
Now, at the number, I guess, 5 position, I had Marcel Ruiz specifically
Okay.
with
Okay.
Toluca. And
Yeah.
the entire reason is he was rumored to go to Palmeiras, who are, by the way, I don't know if you saw, they're in the Libertadores final.
They
No big
are.
deal. And he's 24 years old. He might even be 25 at this point.
Mhm.
It's just another example of a Mexican player who probably should have left 3 years ago, maybe will leave now, but is at the age where developmentally they're not going to get that much better. And by
Yeah.
virtue of being a star player for a Mexican, campeon team, what is the transfer fee going to be? I imagine it will not be less than 6 million. And I think that seriously limits the number of possible destinations for Ruiz to go to.
Yeah. I mean, the longer they wait, the longer he waits, the less suitors, right? He had a good pick. Um, what was it, last summer when all those rumors were flowing? You said Palmeiras was one. I believe Toulouse was one over in France, where fellow CONCACAF and Mark McKenzie's playing at. You had apparently
That would have
Ipswich
been
Town
great.
was involved. Yeah, and any one of those teams, they're not world beaters, no, but any one of those teams are freaking good changes, improvements, I would say, than Toluca. But I mean, what do these Mexican players do? Is they sign a contract extension that gives, but there is a clause. Don't forget, there is a clause where they can't be sold for less than $45 million. So, it's just it's stupid things like that. I'm very happy with that pick at number 5. I like that a lot.
I just checked. He turned 25 2 weeks ago.
Look at I can't believe he's 25, honestly, because the way he's only kind of just getting into the groove of the Mexican national team, but he's 25. I mean, how much longer is he going to be at Toluca? It can't be more than a year, but it might.
I don't know. I mean, was Chavez 26 when he left Pachuca? I mean, he was not
Mm,
young either. And that was to Russia, and I would say that was possibly a lateral move. I don't
Yeah.
know what's going to happen with Marcel Ruiz, but I can tell you one thing. If you're asking for $14 million for a 25-year-old Liga MX midfielder,
Yeah.
nobody's
Wake up.
paying that.
No.
Nobody's paying that.
And look at him, right? I mean, Marcelo Ruiz, I like him a lot. Has he been performing recently for Mexico? I can't say so. Now that's just recency bias, of course. But you look at
I
who
don't think he's been bad.
Mexico's I don't think he's been horrible, but I think that Mexico are bringing in a lot of midfield talent right now. Even yesterday, Brian Gutierrez just got his Mexican passport, so he's at the mercy of Javier Aguirre now. You have Fidalgo, who I know you just did a video on, so make sure to go check that out if you guys haven't yet. But that's two more midfielders. You got Montiel and Mora coming back from the U20 World Cup. What does Marcelo Ruiz have to do now? Pretty soon, it might be to move. You might have to move and go do something
Right.
else, somewhere else. So yeah, I mean, I'm amazed he hasn't yet. You said 25, right? He only has so many more years in his prime. How much longer is he just going to be like, you know what? It's comfortable. I might as well just stay. And then
I
he's
would
a he's
love
a
to
immediate
see when his
lifer.
contract expires. Oh, it expires in 2027. So he's got 1 year
Two
left on his
years,
deal.
1.5 years.
Or I
Yeah.
guess, yeah, I guess 1.5 years. Dude, he'll almost be
Hmm.
27 years old. And then what? Are we going to do the Pineda method and go over on a free to Europe?
Oh,
This is
maybe,
diabolical. It's
maybe.
diabolical.
Yeah, that's rough. That is
It's
rough.
just not ideal. We could talk about Mora now. We could go into Montiel.
Yeah.
If we
Oof.
dared, we could even bring up Alexis Vega's name. But
Wow.
I think Marcel Ruiz is good enough, unless you have somebody else in your top five. Let's go to your number five, actually, because
Okay.
Ruiz is my five.
I got mine. I don't think is as dire as
Okay.
Marcelo Ruiz here. I got Weston McKennie, another midfielder from CONCACAF. I got Weston
Mm.
McKennie.
Okay.
He is. We know he's a solid player. He's been at Juventus for many a year now. But it seems like every time a new manager comes in, which is half of the season or halfway through the season, someone else comes in and he redoes a cycle. He has to prove himself. He goes to the bench again, and then injuries happen. Then he comes on, he does well, then he starts to play again. You can't keep living like that. That is not a good club situation, especially because even now he's not even really as much, not even a starter for the USMNT. I don't know if you saw the calls for it today. He wasn't even called up. No injury as far as we know.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I
and
did not see that.
this is with an experimental squad. This is so like the names in here. I mean, Rodon's still here. Diego Luna is still here. There's a lot of names that are not a team squad, and he wasn't here. Now, I believe the excuse that we're going to get is because Spalletti just came in and Poch wants to see him gel. You know how it is. But it's little things like that. They build up. They build up. Weston McKennie he's been good for Juventus in a really bad time of Juventus's history. I think he's had his time with them. I think he needs to move on because it's becoming detrimental now. If you're not, he's good enough to start consistently in a top five league. It's just not with Juve.
Yes.
You go to another Serie A team maybe even, and you can do that. Yeah. So his situation, I think, is pretty bad, and it's giving other American midfielders the opportunity to stake their claim in that starting 11, which was McKennie's for years, and it looked like it was going to be for years more. So yeah, he's got to move. He's got to move. I'm
Where
kind
would
of
you
over it.
rank him inside players in CONCACAF?
Ooh, at this point, nowhere high enough to consider. Like there are just so many players I think that have been getting the opportunities. I mean, you even
So
look at
you don't think he's top 20?
oh man, I mean, I could maybe go top 20 around like the middle teen mark, but
Middle teen.
you could put a Malik Tillman above him now. Obviously, I think just in USA alone, the USA midfielders alone, I think obviously different positions kind of, but Malik Tillman's above him. Tyler Adams is above him. I think Tanner Tessman should be above him. I think Johnny Cardoso, I think he should still be considered above him, even though you can argue with me on that one in the comments. But like there are at least 4 or 5, maybe even 6 midfielders that deserve more of a shot over Weston McKennie, and that's just the
You,
USA.
you know what's funny is I just pulled up what I had him at in my last CONCACAF player power rankings. You can
Hmm.
check that out. Everybody gets pissed at me in those videos. I had
Naturally.
him exactly at 20th,
Okay. Yeah. See,
and I was
and
called a far right Mexican ultra nationalist. And people said I had zero ball knowledge and that he was one of the best players in Serie A. And now
No,
here we are talking about him not even getting called up to the U.S. men's national team and being a rotation figure once again for
yeah,
Juventus. So I'm just trying to see because the streets have been telling me that I'm too blind. I hate Weston apparently.
right,
It's news to me, but I hate him is what they tell me.
right.
So I
Yeah,
just wanted to see, how off the mark am I here?
I don't think you're that far off the mark. And I want to clarify too. This video doesn't mean we're calling these players shit. They're just in a bad situation. Weston
Correct.
McKennie, he's a good player. He's a great player when given the opportunity. And I don't know about you, but this kind of fits the bill for this video because there's another Juventus player on here that is getting mistreated by the same team. Yeah, another CONCACAF player being mistreated by the same team. Weston McKennie is just in a bad situation. He's a great player, but he's not given the opportunity to show it. Right? I mean,
Okay.
he needs to go somewhere else. Juventus is not the place. If he makes the right move, gets starting 11 every single week, he could very well easily be back in this top 10 CONCACAF player conversation. But that would only happen if he moves. Right now, I just can't say it.
Okay. I had him as my honorable mention. I actually had a
Yep.
few honorable mentions for the sole reason that his contract expires this year.
Mm-hmm.
So even if it's that terrible, he's a free man in 6 months.
That's
He
a good
can do
point.
whatever he wants. So
Yeah.
that's why I was like, okay, this kind of saves him a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want how spicy you want this next name? Should I go for the layup or do you want Takis extra hot
Mm.
right now?
Well, why? We're already 10 minutes into recording this. Why not give me the Takis? Let's do it.
Okay. This one's a hot take. Oh, I got 2 hot takes. You're gonna love this first one though.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb Wiley. Caleb
Oh,
Wiley.
wow.
On loan again,
Yeah.
barely playing again,
Mm-hmm.
irrelevant to the national team again, and part of the
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea army.
Yeah.
The 4 components, that's the square of death right there.
That is Matt Miazga. That is, I mean, how many goddamn players can we put
Slonina.
in that? Slonina? Oh my god, yeah. I'm forgetting these names now
We're just
because
doing Americans right now. Let's not
yeah,
even switch to other
yeah.
nationalities.
That's a good. It's a good one. I will say, I think that if he was permanently at Watford, he wouldn't be on this list
On the
because
bench? If he was permanently on the bench at Watford, he wouldn't be on the list?
well, he was playing a little bit last season, and I think he still has it. So I don't think it's the worst club situation, but I think the uncertainty of it all allows him to be on this list for sure. I mean, you have the Chelsea Alarm. You guys can't see it, but that's a Chelsea flag right there. I'm a Chelsea fan. I can't tell you the countless names I can remember that I just don't know where they are at anymore because of these players who are just gone. Caleb Wiley is a name that I wish made that jump to Strasbourg instead. Why not just give him to Strasbourg? If he could develop at Strasbourg with that team with all those players, he might be part of this team right now over John Tolkien, over Max Arston and whatnot for USA. But yeah, you're right. I mean, it's just being wasted now. It's when are young players going to realize? And this is coming from a Chelsea fan. Don't go to Chelsea, especially if you're a CONCACAF player. When do CONCACAF players ever get treated right by Chelsea? Even Christian Pulisic. I mean, he wasn't treated right by Chelsea at all. So there's so many players there that are just not involved with anybody anymore, and they're just forced to relegate themselves to a really shitty side, really shitty league. And unfortunately, I think Caleb Wiley might be that guy. I mean, how long are we away from a Chelsea don't care anymore, so they accept the first loan offer, which comes from like a Minnesota United?
I was about to say, I'm calling it now. We are 18 months away from Paxton Aronson 2.0.
Damn.
I'm
The
I'm
state of it
sorry,
all.
man. It's the truth. And I'll even sprinkle extra hate on there. He's not good enough for Strasbourg. That's probably why they
No,
didn't keep him. He's not good enough. He would not
no.
start for Strasbourg. He barely played. Dude, and that's not even saying that he's trash. Again, he's not trash, but you have to know your level and you have to make a reasonable jump. If
Mhm,
Kendrick Pies, one of the best wonder kids in South America,
mhm.
he's not even starting at Strasbourg right now.
Yeah, yeah,
If you're so entitled, you believe Caleb Wiley deserves to be playing for Strasbourg, you're a fool. And now you've
yeah.
gone to Watford, where, hey man, this is a grown man league. This is
Mhm.
like you're in the G League right now.
Yeah.
Everyone's JUCO. Everyone's got 2 kids at home. They're on a $50K a year salary. They're trying to get on that 10-day contract.
Yeah.
You think you're gonna walk in here and just get it spoon fed to you? No.
No.
This
I
is
mean,
not pay
that's
to play soccer dad USA environment anymore.
it is not. It is not. I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, you keep waiting for your Andre Ingram Lakers call up, where you drop like 16 points and that's it. You got to find something else. You have got to find something else, Caleb Wiley. I mean, I hate to say this, because I don't think he needs to do it yet. But like, is MLS the worst option? No, but you might go somewhere else in Europe. You could fit in an Eredivisie team. You could fit in a Portuguese team. I would say honestly, just do it. Just do it.
You know what he
Watford's
could do?
cool. Hit me.
He could file a one-time switch to Jamaica.
Is he eligible for Jamaica?
Probably.
Is he
I
not?
don't know.
Is he
Everybody
not?
seems to be eligible for Jamaica.
Well, he might already be
You're
capped. He has
probably
3
eligible for
caps.
Jamaica.
At this point, I might be. I mean,
They would take
I'm,
you with
I
open
consider
arms.
myself. I hope so. I don't know. The past couple videos we've done for Jamaica have not been the most pro Jamaica videos, and the new Jamaica viewers in the channel are not realizing that we only really did Jamaica videos. So I could try though. I
I
could certainly
see.
try. Yeah,
Okay, let
yeah.
me hit you with another name.
Hit
And
me.
this one, y'all better subscribe because you're not hearing this on any other CONCACAF channel, bro. And this one really, really upsets me. And I'm curious if he's on your list.
Uh huh.
Jaylen Mitchell,
Oh,
Costa Rica,
he's not
Feyenoord.
on my list. He's not on my
It's
list.
not good, man. This is
It's
a
not.
guy that I think of the CONCACAF CBs off the dome. If I'm talking highest potential CONCACAF CBs in the region, I'd
Hmm.
probably go Luke de Figueroa's Canada,
Hmm.
Jaylen Mitchell, Costa Rica. Is there an American I'm missing here?
I throw No Kai Banks in there.
Noah Kai Banks. I'm okay with that.
Hmm.
No Mexican center
Nope.
back. No Panamanian center back that I can think of. That might be it. Let's just say that's the
Hmm.
top 3.
Hmm.
For the sake of this video, if you want to see top 10, hit subscribe. Check out
Hmm.
Elijah's channel. He will
Appreciate
drop
it.
that video for you. I
Well, thank you
promise.
for the idea. I will now.
Jaylen Mitchell is one of the brightest talents in the region. He's an athletic freak. We saw how good he could be at the Copa America.
Yeah.
He basically signed to Feyenoord based off the Copa America. And
Yeah.
it was understandable that he didn't play immediately. I get that. But here's why I have him on the list. Number 1, he got 0 opportunity after Hanchko left to Atletico Madrid. Because
Mm.
I thought, oh, he's the Hanchko replacement.
Yeah.
But that
Makes
was
sense.
not to be.
Right.
Now he's on loan at Sturmgras,
Hmm.
and he's not even a starter there. And yes, there have been a couple injuries. He hasn't been injured the entire season, though. I need to check how many appearances he had. I threw his name on this. This has been a video I've been planning for weeks, dude. So thank you for jumping on and finally
Yeah.
pushing me to record this. I think he's got a handful of matches.
He
He has
has
4 matches this
4.
season.
He has 88 total minutes in 4 matches in the Austrian
But
Bundesliga.
he got 1 minute in the last game this previous weekend.
The loss to
So
Rapid
there we
Vienna.
go.
Yeah. Yeah.
There we
I mean,
go.
he's played in the last 3 losses, one of them being in the Europa League. All of them. Now, I'm not obviously I haven't watched these games, so but I'm just going off FODMAP score. I swear to God, I'm not just a FODMAP merchant. But under 6 rating for the 2 games where he played long enough to have a rating. I mean, there's got to be at least some truth in that. Let's talk about that. There's got to be at least some truth in that. You know what? He's not on my list because the situation's so bad. I haven't even thought of him. I haven't heard his name in a good light since the Copa America, which is over a year and a quarter ago at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't think we're going to hear his name anytime soon. We might not even hear a Costa Rican name at the World Cup. So, like, what's going to happen to him? There's not going to be
I hope you're wrong.
I hope so too. But that just is a possibility right now, is we might just not hear there's not going to be a spotlight on him unless he makes it for himself at the club level. Do I see that happening? No, I don't. I really
And
don't.
you know what? Last thing I'll say, he's under contract until 2029. So he's got a long way to go at Feyenoord.
4
And I'm
years.
sure they'll keep like recycling people and he will get another
Right.
chance. He's a very
Yeah.
good defender. But This is not what you wanted after the Copa America. This is not what Costa Ricans wanted for their star
No.
defender. I would argue their star young player, period. I mean, he's
Yeah.
got a higher potential than Brandon Aguilera. I don't care what anybody wants to say.
Yeah.
So he was actually my, I think I said Marcel Ruiz was my 5.
Marcel was your
I was
5.
wrong. Marcel was my 4. Jaylen Mitchell was my 5.
Okay.
So my apologies earlier. Why don't you take the next one here?
Yeah. My number 4. So I went with some big hitters on this list. I won't lie. My number 4
Okay.
is Santi Gimenez. I
At
had to throw him in
4.
this list. Yeah. I'm confident that the
Woo.
ones above him are
Okay.
worse, and I will get to those. But
Okay.
Santi Gimenez is bad. We both did a video on him, so if you want more, if you want a longer discussion for those, go check those out. But Santi Gimenez's situation is pretty bad, right?
It's
He's
horrendous.
9. It's 9 appearances, 0 goals. He's Milan's only real true striker right now. Like all of their marbles was on Santi Gimenez for fine reason. I feel like last season wasn't horrible. He had like 6 goals and 18, 19 appearances. That's not horrible. That's something you can build upon. He goes into this season absolutely doing nothing. Apparently, he's been on an injury this whole time. I believe it. The timing of it is interesting and makes a lot of sense, is what I would say, right? But he has to come back
Convenient.
from this injury. It's very convenient, very convenient. He has to come back from this injury now, which I think he's out for 5 weeks. He'll have maybe 2 or 3 games before the January transfer window to prove himself, and then he probably is going to fuck off after, not from his own decision. That is just what it looks like. Based on the rumors, AC Milan already has a 5+ striker short list, all of which I think could perform. So it's a really, really bad situation, because where does he go after this? He's not making the jump to the Premier League like a lot of Mexican fans were saying he was going to before he made this move to AC Milan. Does he make an adjacent move in Serie A? Maybe, but it'd be a bottom table, I would say. He could move to La Liga, yes, but even then, I don't know if he's going to succeed off the bat. Does he just go back to the Eredivisie? I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of questions, and that's what leads me to saying he's number 4 on this list.
Okay. I think he has a strong argument for number 1
Okay.
as the
I,
worst club situation.
I'm really happy for a number 1, and there's a reason I didn't put him here, but I'll say my number 1, it took me about 3 hours to determine to put him on this list. It was so bad that I forgot him. So,
Okay. Well, y'all
yeah.
better smash the like button because that's a lot of time and effort. My number 2 is nipping at the heels of
Okay.
number 1.
Okay.
I think the argument for Santi being the worst
Mhm.
is number 1. I think of any of the players we're going to mention, he's at the biggest profile club. So there's
Mhm.
like a ton of eyeballs and a ton of pressure. Number 2, I'm willing to bet that he was also the most expensive transfer of anybody that's in our top 5 list. So again, even more
That's true.
expectations.
That's a good point.
Very long contract, valid until 2029, so we ain't getting out of here anytime soon. I think he's at a club at AC Milan in which, as it's already been rumored, in the January transfer window, if Santi hasn't turned it on since then, they're going to go and get somebody else. So
Mhm.
he could be done, dusted, put away on the shelf by Christmas,
Yeah.
which would be terrible. And I think possibly the worst part is that the rest of the team is actually doing quite well.
Yeah. That's we mentioned that. I mentioned that in the video that we did, because I researched it, right? A little, like, not long before the recording, to see them sitting in like 3rd place and very close, like a point off number 1. Everyone's firing to an extent. It, it it's you have to put it on him. You have to put it on him. Everyone wants to say that he's
Of
not
course
getting
you
the
do.
chances. The
Not
team
true.
isn't working for him. It's not true. He has, I think, statistically, what, 7 big chances missed in those first 9. You have to put away at least, for what you're worth, at least 3 or 4 of them. At least. That's a bare minimum. So
Yes.
to say that the team isn't working, it's a cop out. It's a cop out. We have to stop defending him. At the beginning, sure, but if AC Milan was in 8th place again, where they were last season or so, yeah, okay, fine. Maybe it's just a poor situation all around. They're fighting for the title still. We're a quarter of the way through. They're still up there, and there's no signs of them faltering right now. It's not the team. It's Santi Gimenez. Injury or not, there are a lot of those chances an injury would not screw you over, is what I would say. At least the one he has. He
Yeah.
should be putting some past him. So, Santi at number one, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I mean, it's one of the worst club situations for sure for CONCACAF.
Okay. Why don't you give me your number 3?
Yeah. Number three, I mean, a lot of recycled names on this list, but Giovanni Reyna, man. It's more
Can
you
I
haven't
jump
seen it.
in right now?
Please.
I put Gio at 6th just because
Okay.
I'm tired of talking about this.
He was almost on my list because of that fact. And I'll keep it brief. I'll keep it brief.
Okay. Please
One,
do, because this is exhausting.
it is entirely exhausting. How long was that video we did? It was like 40 fucking minutes long of just shit talking Gio Reyna.
It was also 2 months ago, and nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed. Yeah. Uh, you don't know this because you haven't seen it. He's on the team, by the way. He's on Pochettino's November camp. Um,
Mm.
yeah, yeah. For I think due to injuries and whatnot, Tillman's injured. Uh, obviously Christian Pulisic injured. Whatever. Gio Reyna has started his first game, his first appearance at Mönchengladbach, and I believe has not started since. He is hardly a bench player at times. He is struggling right now he can't even find game time on a team that is struggling. They're third last in the Bundesliga.
Yeah.
They have been horrible. I mean,
Yeah.
they had a decent season last season. They're always one of those teams that are mid-table with a couple good signings that might make that push to the top. But they've been horrible, and he can't even get in there. Total of 132 minutes in 5 matches just in the Bundesliga, and it's just not looking like anything's going to happen. He didn't even play or start in their Poco game against Karlsruhe. If that's how you pronounce it,
I
right?
think you
Not even a
got it.
Bundesliga team. I'm pretty sure I got it. Thank you. But he's getting appearances of 12 minutes in a 4-0 win, 30 minutes in a 3-1 loss against Union Berlin, 10 minutes in a draw against Bayer Leverkusen, and the only game he started and did pretty well in, to be fair, was a 4-0 loss against Werder Bremen. So at this point, is he not showing it in training? Is he not showing the effort? Like what is the reason here? It's every time we make this video, it's a video closer to a video about an MLS move for Gio Reyna, and then that'll be the final video we ever do about Gio Reyna. Anyone will ever do about Gio Reyna. We're very close.
I can only hope that that's the last video we would ever do. Not that I don't hope that he fails, but I
Of
really
course
am
not.
just so tired of the
Yeah.
transfer talk. And I think Gio has gotten so much protection.
Yeah.
Like, he should be sponsored by Trojan. It is incredible how much deflecting the fan base does for this guy. Like,
Well,
every time it's an injury. Oh, Berhalter was a dick. Oh, it's
right.
because, he was
Yada yada
fasting
yada.
that morning. And it's just
Yeah.
like, man, this is happening too many years, too many coaches, too many situations. He's a talented player. No one's ever said he's not talented. But clearly, to your point, this Mönchengladbach team is mid as hell. Mid as hell. Who's the best midfielder in this team? Kastrop from Korea? I don't even know.
Man,
I mean, good player, but
great player.
you're
But
still not able to break in here.
yeah.
It cannot be that your ankle hurts. There has to be something this guy does in training. There has to be something that he shows the coaches where they just get annoyed with him.
Yeah.
There has to be. And
Yeah.
and at that
I'm
point, you got to say the culpability is with him.
Yeah. Well, Mönchengladbach, let's not forget, Mönchengladbach wanted him. They put the effort in to get him, so they had a plan for him. Now, yes, I'm not saying this is the case with every situation. Obviously, the club can do that. Plans change, and you might just screw over a player. But they wanted him. They were one of the only other teams right now that, as far as I know, that wanted Gio Reyna. And he gets there. He gets that one star. And all of a sudden, he's not playing anymore. That's a little weird for me. That's a little weird for me because
Yeah.
I really don't think that Mönchengladbach sat in those discussions with him and his agent and were like, "We're going to bring you on as partially a bench player," and not
Have you
not
read any
partially as
dark
in
conspiracies about that?
no, I have
Okay.
not,
Me
but
neither.
I'm
Me
I'm
neither.
sure there's plenty out there. I'm sure of it. It's got to be him to some extent, because why would you, if that was the case, if you knew what he was getting into here, why would he do it? Right? There's just no way. There's just no way. And to go back to the protection, right? It's very much a crypto bro thing, is what I would say, right?
Mm,
He was one
okay.
of the first stocks to invest in with this USMNT generation. He was that first, one of the first, like, wonder kids, star boy, could be top in of the world star boy. I mean, there was that tweet. The Champions League was tweeting out, "Who do you prefer, Pedri or Gio Reyna?" At the time when they're both bringing into the team. Now let's see how that turned out. If the Champions League tweeted that once more,
God, that's bad. Okay.
would Gio Reyna even get enough point votes to get 1%? No. I think a lot of American fans feel attached to him because he was that guy. Everybody put their stocks in him being that guy. He's not that guy, but everyone still wants him to be that guy. Everyone still, their chips are already with him. So that's why there's a lot of protection. But it
Yeah.
also doesn't help that he's getting these call ups for no real reason. You might as well bring in other players. So he's being protected by a lot of people. I think that protection is going to be ending pretty soon. This is the last straw in his European career, without a doubt.
It kind of is the same protection with Santi Gimenez a little bit as well,
A little bit.
where I think it's a bit different because Santi, as poor as it's been in Milan, like he was a beast at Feyenoord. That
Yeah.
was a year ago.
Yeah.
This is not a distant memory like it is of Gio Reyna.
Right.
So will we get there with Santi? Again, I really hope not. But this is a good segue into my number 3, who is a U.S. men's national team player, and that's Yunus Musah
Mm.
at 3.
Oh,
I
that
think
is
it's
a good
very,
call.
very simple, man. Clearly not wanted by Milan.
Right.
Atalanta do not give a damn that he's on the roster. He might
Right.
have his loan terminated early. And maybe the worst part, we no longer know what his best position is. He has become a positionless player in the wrong sense,
Yeah.
right? This is not like a Joshua Kimmich situation where, you can kind of plug. No, like nobody knows where he's really good, like at
I mean,
all.
you look at FODMOB, and FODMOB has him as a right winger. His primary position is a right winger.
I think because last season he was getting decent minutes as a right winger for Milan, and you
Yeah.
saw classic Yunus Musah, a guy who's a physical beast and can carry the ball and kind of sucks at everything else.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean,
I,
it's
I
just
don't know what's gonna happen to him, man. I've seen people say he should go back to Valencia, link up with Javi Guerra in the midfield.
anybody with a sentence to go back to Valencia is in a bad state in their career, is what I will
It's a
say.
really bad state.
That
To
is a
be
poor
fair,
state.
I think Valencia would take him
Yeah,
though.
I know. Honestly, I'm not saying it's a bad move for him. It's just that is the state of his career. Yeah, I mean, I'll say this too. He's not in this team, this USMNT team that was called up today. He's not even making the experimental teams anymore.
I don't think he should make the World Cup squad.
No, he's not going to. He's not going to. You like I said, you can't make the B/C team. I mean, you got Sean Zawadski being around there. You're not going to get Yunus Musah in there like that. That's telling. I think we could see this coming. If I'm being honest, right? Bad season last year at AC Milan, wasn't there. And then he made the move to Atalanta. And both sides of that equation, there were a lot of questions with. If you're Atalanta, why get Yunus Musah? Atalanta's a great team. And they've outperformed, I feel like, the past 4 or 5 years, right? They're a team that's growing, they're a team that's building, they have a lot of great players. Why would you go for Yunus Musah? Inversely, if you're Yunus Musah, why go to this established Atalanta team? Where is the
Right. What
hope
was
there?
his appeal? Why was he like, this is where I should go to resurrect my
Yeah,
form?
because Yunus Musah, I can guarantee, had suitors. He's a good player. He had one bad season. He has suitors in Italy and elsewhere. I can promise you that. Why was Atalanta that one? I mean, I think the only thing was that it was a push. There are more. It was a push for the World Cup. I'm sorry. There are more eyes on Atalanta in general because they're one of those teams in
Correct.
Serie A. So he's like, let me go here. Let me break into the first team because I'm going to be so good, and then I'll make the World Cup squad. And now you're sitting here in the same realm as everybody else. 145 minutes in Serie A so far. We're quarter way through the season. It's not happening. It's a very confusing move. Very confusing.
Yunus Musah is one of the weirdest players I've seen in CONCACAF because I have truly never been that impressed with him. And I think the entire hype behind him is the fact that he is athletically very dominant
Mhm.
and he was a first team professional footballer at 18 for
Yeah.
Valencia, which is a historically big club in Spain. It's not the same Valencia that we're used to
No.
20 years ago,
No.
but I think it still had a sense of achievement. And it was an achievement. Of course, it's an achievement to be
Yeah,
starting
that's
for any team in La Liga. I don't care if it's a promoted Malaga or whoever it is. If you're starting at 18, you're pretty freaking good.
right.
But even at Valencia, dude, I remember watching him. He was never that good. Like you
Yeah.
saw potential, but he was never that good. I'm sorry, US fans, he was never that good. He would have one like banger goal per season, and
Yeah.
then US men's national team Twitter would just run with that forever. But watch him play. This is why highlights are dangerous because they're
Mhm.
highlights. They only
Mhm.
show the highs. The rest of the time, he's a very limited footballer.
Yeah.
And what's concerning for him, we've been talking about Marcel Ruiz and some other Mexicans at the beginning of the video, like, oh, they're 25, 26 years old. Look at Chino Huerta as well, 24 when he
Right.
goes to Andrew. Like, that's pretty old. Like, you can still get better, but that's not ideal.
Right.
This man has been in Italy and Spain his entire developmental career.
Mhm.
The last 4 years as a first team player, can anyone say he's improved since he was 18?
No.
I've seen nothing. He's not
No.
better at shooting. He's not better at passing. He was always a good dribbler. He
Right.
always had a high work rate. He hasn't improved, and that's a huge problem.
I mean, he should be grouped with Brendan Aronson. Like, it's the same kind of player. They're workhorses. What else do
Yeah.
they do? Right? And honestly, Brendan Aaronson's not having as bad of a season as I thought he was going to in the Premier League for Leeds, but they are there because they work hard. Yes, that should be commended without a doubt. But you're a professional footballer. You're playing for AC fucking Milan. This is one of the most storied clubs in the world. You can't
Right.
just be a hard worker. He
Right.
should be in that realm. And I do think his appearances with the USMNT improved his stock a lot. Right? Because he has been a
Easily.
starter for the USMNT since he's been for years now, right? He's been that lock until this new wave of players have come in. But once
Mhm.
you see these players come in, even if you don't watch him at you didn't watch him at Valencia, didn't watch are watching him at AC Milan, even if you watch this USA team, you see how much better footballers these other players are coming in, how much more they can do. Tanner Tessman comes in and he could play both sides of the ball. That's fantastic. You look at the DM spots. I mean, Johnny Cardoso, if you watch him at Betis at least, you could see what he can do on that defensive side of the ball. You see what Tyler Adams does. He's a workhorse, but he also knows how to move the ball forward. It's not for
Yeah.
nothing with him. Then you look at Yunus Musah and you're just like, he just runs around. He's just that guy that you passed him, he passes it away. Okay. Like that's about it. And to your point, like you're right. He hasn't been a star for Valencia. I don't know how he got the move to Milan. I mean, it was one of those investing for the
I don't
future.
know, man.
And then he
That
went
was
on to have
crazy.
40 appearances in his first season, 41 in his second season for Milan. He has a lot of games under his belt. That's a good thing, and he can be consistent in that way, but consistently meh doesn't cut it for that long. Now, he is only 22, so he has time. He could make one the next move could be the perfect move. I couldn't tell you where that would be,
Is
but
this a
the next move
Jesse
could be
Lingard situation? We're just saying give him time?
mm,
Give
mm.
him more time?
I mean, in the way that we could be seeing him play in Korea in about 6, 7 years, maybe. Maybe.
Does he
I
start for Jeonbuk right now? Dude, I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't know.
I don't know. Honestly, right? We were joking about the Valencia move. Why not just do it? Why not just do it? You
It's the best club that he could and should play for right now
yeah,
is
I think
Valencia.
so. And if not Valencia, then another lower La Liga team. That's where he was, born and bred. You might as well go back in hopes of getting that move after if you really want it. If not, then become the La Liga of lifer. That's fine. That's a great league to be in for a while. Get game time there, but I mean the Serie A is not cutting it anymore. He's not that player. I can't say he's been horrible, right? He wasn't really bad at AC Milan, no, but he just isn't good.
Yeah.
There's a big difference there. Big difference
Yeah.
there. So yeah, my number 2, run through it quickly. Jonathan David, poor. It's poor.
Whoa.
It's poor.
That's a hater ass take, dude.
Yeah.
That's more
Yeah.
hater than my Caleb Wiley take. Let's be
Yeah.
real.
Well, the Caleb Wiley one was a pull. That was a hater ass pick. That was a pull. Jonathan David, it's bad.
Damn.
It
Okay.
is bad. I think it
In
might
a
be worse
couple
than a lot of people
months.
are giving. It has been a couple months. Yeah. No, without a doubt. The o
Two doors gone.
Tudor's gone, Spalletti's in. Is that an improvement? I don't know. I mean, Spalletti's first 2 games, and it's only 2 games, so right? So we might make this, we might do this again and summer transfer window next summer and be a lot different. Spalletti's had 2 games. Jonathan Davis played a total of 8 minutes in those games. 5 minutes in one, 3 minutes in the other. It seems like Spalletti wants to go with a one main striker. Right, one main striker, maybe 2 cams/2 wingers behind him. Jonathan David is not that striker, first of all. Like, he's not even considered for that. And his play style is not that. He's the second striker. He's a great second striker. He is a
Mm.
perfect second striker for a lot of scenarios and rotations. Will Juve be playing this? I don't think so as of right now. Now, obviously, like I said, 2 matches in. We don't know what Spalletti's Juve is going to look like within a couple few months. This could change. But it's not good. This was supposed to be the move again, like Santi's AC Milan. This was the move to put you on center stage in front of the world. He was class at Lille. Absolute class. This was supposed to be the one that gets him that move to Barca, Real Madrid, Arsenal, Liverpool. It's not looking like it right now. Yes, it's a hater pick, but if we're doing this video right now, he is in a really bad position right now. That's what I would say.
Okay. So again, when I was putting this together, I initially had David in the top 5.
Okay.
But because Tudor got sacked, I took him off. Because I was like,
hopeful.
It's not the same as transferring to a new club, but a new manager is a new system and it's a new opportunity to prove yourself. I will be crystal clear. This is not a good situation. This is bad.
Without a doubt.
It's not good at all. Now, because it's still such a new transfer as well, there's another world in which it gets so bad under Spalletti that in January he's on loan and he goes out somewhere. And if that's the case, well, then we kind of need to see where he goes. I guess for David, I see both opportunity and an escape, and it's a recent move. That's why I couldn't put it above some of the other ones on this list. But it's not a good situation. So it's November 6th as we're recording this. Let's see, December 6th. Let's give it another month.
Okay.
And see where he is there. But I have him bookmarked as a not good situation. But I also see somewhat of like a Ismail Kone escape route where like maybe he goes out and has a couple good loans. But we will see. We will see. You know, Musah's out on loan and it still ain't doing anything. Jaylen Mitchell's out on loan and it's still not doing it. Gio Reyna's still not doing it. So like that's why I think they're worse than David. All right. My number 2, borderline number 1.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the worst transfers that's happened in CONCACAF history, at least recently, maybe not all time.
Okay.
I'm talking this decade, 100%. Julian Araujo at Bournemouth.
You took my number 1.
That's
that was
your
my
number one. This
Dude.
is a horrendous move, man. He's not even like he's not the plague could run through the locker room, kill Adam Smith, and Araujo's still not getting minutes for this team.
Yeah. No, and a lot of these players, right? Jonathan David, like you said, he's gotten at least 8 minutes in the past 2 games. Gio Reyna is getting minutes here and there.
At least 8 minutes.
At least at something. 8 minutes is a long time.
Man.
8 minutes is a long time.
It's a long
Julian
time.
Araujo is getting 0 minutes. If you go on FOTMob, his little bar of stats, quick stats, are from last year.
There's nothing to show.
There's nothing to show. He had 1 performance so far this season against Brentford in the Carabao Cup, in which they lost. He played 90 minutes. And how did that end? With a red card. In their loss to Brentford, knocking them out of the competition. You could say that he could be on this list since he went to Barca. I'm being so real.
100%.
I'm being so real. I've never thought that move was good for him. That was never a good move. He was never
good enough for Barca, and he was never good enough for Bournemouth. The reason that Bournemouth I thought was okay is because Adam Smith was the right back ahead of him, and he was getting old. So I was like,
Mhm.
okay, maybe this is like a get Araujo
Investment.
in now, have him train for 1 to 2 years. Smith
Yeah.
retires or moves on. Araujo gets promoted. That has not happened at all. And in the moments that we've seen, Araujo is completely out of his depth.
Yeah.
He's a person to say, is he going to the World Cup for Mexico?
Well, he's not been with the team everything else, right? Even like I don't think he's gonna be with the team right now. Obviously, we don't know. Team hasn't been
I don't
released
think he
as
makes the
of
plane.
recording. No, I
For the
don't think
World
so too.
Cup, I don't think he makes the plane.
No, no. I mean, I guess he hasn't been making the plane for these other games, these other international breaks. So what's to
Correct.
say he's gonna make that World Cup? And
He's getting
this is
one game of the
also
Gold Cup.
this is with Mexico having Jorge Sanchez as your number one. I with a passion, I hate Jorge Sanchez. No Huescas, too. He's hurt. He's probably not gonna be at the World Cup either. And you still can't make the World Cup squad at right back. That is poor, poor. And you're a Premier League player, if you want to call him
Yeah.
that. You're registered on
No,
a
he's
Premier
not.
League team.
He's not.
Exactly.
He's registered, but he is not even close to the
No,
level. And these are two awful moves in a row.
it's it's
Like,
it's bad. He was
it's
like you said, he was never good enough for Barca when he moved from Galaxy. That is not a pipeline you can make. The
no.
MLS to Barca, you just don't do that. It is very clear that Barca doesn't treat MLS in the way that you think they treat you in terms of seriousness. That
Yeah.
was a might have been that might have been a PR move for all I care. Galaxy Mexico fans. He's not getting anything. Now I will say Alex Jimenez, their right back, who a fairly recent signing, which also shows that they're not going to start holding the Araujo, did get hurt in their most recent fixture against City, not even a couple of days ago. If
Alex
Araujo,
Gimenez isn't even good.
no,
Sorry, he's not even good. I
I don't
watched him
think
at
so
Milan.
either.
I haven't seen him for Bournemouth. At Milan, mid as hell.
Yeah, he's been okay for
Mid as hell.
Bournemouth from what I've seen. He's been okay.
Okay.
So if the
Great.
okay option at right back is hurt and doesn't play, and Araujo still can't get game time here, at one point, do you pick up the phone and answer and say yes to Chivas? Because I know,
Oh my God.
I know that they're talking to him. They're thinking about it for a fact, and that is one of those moves where I think is going to happen. Go into your domestic league. I mean, where else is he going to go? What team in Europe can sign him based off what they've seen because they haven't seen anything?
Or what team in Europe that he could realistically go to would match his salary? No one's matching
No,
that
no,
Bournemouth salary.
no.
I mean, I think where he should go is probably the Jupiler Pro League. That's
Mm,
probably his level. At
wow,
best, he could
wow,
probably go to a poor team in Ligue 1.
wow.
But a poor team in Ligue 1, maybe it's Toulouse. He links up with Mark McKenzie. That would be fun. I
Mhm.
would watch
That'd be
more
cool.
Toulouse games. They're not matching that salary. And
No,
is Araujo going to take a 40% pay cut to go to Belgium? Of course he's not. Of
no.
course he's not. These players don't take not this isn't LeBron. He's not taking a pay cut to form the big three. He's gonna say, I want the bag. Who's got the bag?
Yeah.
Chivas is on the phone.
Yeah. No, that's
Goodbye.
there he is going to be in Liga MX. You could y'all can clip this. Clip this. He's going to be in Liga MX within 2 or 3 years at best. Cuz I mean, we're
It's
throwing
more
out
likely
Belgium
than not.
shouts. We're throwing out Belgium shouts. What
Dude, I'm
how
nominating Groningen from the
oh my
Eredivisie. That's where we are
god.
right now.
Arjen Robben days. When was the last time we heard about Groningen? Like
Weisen from
what are we
Suriname is in my team of
what
the season right now.
Oh
That's the
yeah,
only
oh,
reason
there you go.
I'm
That's
not
true.
bringing them up.
That's a good point. That's a good
Well,
point.
the goalkeeper's
But
cooked right now, but that's a separate discussion.
I would even say that La Liga, lower table La Liga, I think would be cute. Will it happen? No. La Liga dos, the second La Liga league, maybe. But that is where we're at. Is he had his one last bottom last season, and he was
Is he
okay.
mentally strong enough to go down to La Liga 2?
No, that's why he's going to Chivas. I mean, compare Chivas with all of his
Oh my
options right now.
god, dude.
And he's going to Chivas. He's going to America. He's going to one of these teams. He might even go to fucking Galaxy at some point pretty soon. Why not
On
bring
an
him back on
MLS
loan?
return, yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't you bring him back on loan? Get because what Galaxy have got nothing else going on right now. Bring him in on loan and then probably make it permanent at the end of the day.
He was tied with Santi Gimenez for number one I honestly couldn't
Uh,
decide. I think Santi has, I'll put it this way, much more hope for future
yeah,
success than Araujo, both
without a
with the
doubt.
national team, but also with club football. I think Araujo, I think this was probably his last life in Europe. I mean, genuinely, dude, the last thing is a Luis Palma type loan out to Poland. That's the last option we have here. And again, is Lech Poznan gonna
Uh,
pay that wage? Let us know in the comments. The answer's no, though. The
the
answer's
answer is
no,
no.
which means he's going to Chivas.
Well, and his contract is up
God,
in
he's going to
29.
Chivas.
His contract's up in 29. Bournemouth are not if Bournemouth move on from him, loan or permanent, they want to get rid of his salary. You're not going to give him for free to this to a Polish side, to a Belgian side. Bournemouth want their return back. They want their money back. The only teams that are going to pay him that are going to be Liga MX teams. So he's
Yep.
going to Liga MX for the simple fact that no one else is going to pay him, and he, by the end of the day, is not going to have had a better career than Richie Ledesma.
God. All right, let's wrap. Let's summarize our list, and then I gotta go. My computer's on 6%. My
Hit me.
honorable mentions. I have Gio Reyna and Caleb Wiley. At number 5, I have Jaylen Mitchell, Marcel Ruiz at 4, Yunus Musah 3, Julian Araujo 2, Santi Gimenez at 1.
Yep.
The worst club situations.
My honorable, we have Memo Ochoa was in there for the sake of him finally being a part of something, right? The other honorable mention, every player who wants to play for the U.S. or Mexico in Liga MX and or MLS. Number 5 was Weston, 4 was Santi, 3 was Gio, 2 was Jonathan David, number 1 was the guy who took me 3 hours to think of, Julian Araujo.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, this there's some really bad situations. I guarantee you if we did best club situations, there would be way
Mhm.
less nominees right now.
Yeah,
If we're
I'd be
just
sitting
talking
there.
Europe. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
would be
There's
maybe
always a
we will do that.
caveat. There's always a caveat with CONCACAF players. Alphonso Davies playing for Bayern Munich, always hurt. You know, like
Yeah.
shit like that. Always something.
Yeah.
Always something.
Yeah. That's just the nature of the world we live in, guys. But we're going to end the video there. If you do want to see future collabs talking about CONCACAF on the channel, including we might be doing some joint live streams for the upcoming World Cup qualifiers, make sure you subscribe to both channels, turn on the notifications so you don't miss any future videos. Smash the like button if you guys enjoyed, and we'll see y'all in the next one.